Hey everybody, this is Tim Shorts of Gothridge Manor, and tonight I'm going to be rolling up some characters for a solo dark adventure. I know Paul from Fireforge over there just started one, and I was thinking about it at the same time. He just beat me to it, so he's much more productive than I am. Anyways, so tonight I'm going to roll up four different characters for my party, and I've kind of done some of the work, kind of threw this one in there, have a admittedly AI piece of artwork there just to throw it up there as a header and stuff like that. It's the only thing I use it for is kind of inspiration and whatnot. So yeah, ShadowDark of course is the game. I'm going to be using SoloDark rules. And then I also have Philip Reed's SoloDark extension rules, which is huge. It's like 178 pages. I have to look over that a little bit more. It's got a ton of content in it. So yeah, why don't we get going with the first one? All this stuff is going to be random. I'm going to roll. Ooh, oh, it's been doing that to me lately today. It's going to cause me a seizure here. I don't know what's doing. All right. So what we'll do is I have my ShadowDark game above there on the other side. So I'm going to be rolling on here. I got my 3D dice kind of. So first thing we'll do is get some dice rolls here and see what we get. And I'm going to roll them straight down the line, 3d6, and we get what we get. 9. Let's see if I can get this thing. This thing keeps on falling to the back. 9 there. All right. Next one. Tell you what, maybe what I'll do is I will kind of do this maybe split screen thing. See how that works out. Yeah, that'll work out, I think. But I just roll 7. Oh boy. So you can tell this is, my guys are going to suck worse than Paul's, and Paul's are pretty bad. Another 9. So he's already got a -4 over there. So he's definitely not going to be a physical person at all. Let's see if we got a chance. Doesn't look like he's going to be a mage either. No, no, no. And we'll have 11 for wisdom. And charisma. Oh, yeah. So let's see here. So I got a guy with a total of -6 attributes. All right. I am gonna let's see let's make him. I'm gonna randomly roll to see what race to give or make him. There's that what do you call it? The random table of random characters. Page, what is it? 40 here. That's a D12. Let's see what race he is. A 9 is a halfling. So, halfling. All right. And it really doesn't matter which freaking class he is because he's going to be horrible, whatever he is. I forgot what halflings get the invisibility thing. Do they get anything else? So they can become invisible once a day or for 3 rounds. That'll be very, very important. He's gonna need to turn invisible quite a bit. Let's see, he's got a 9 strength, 7, 9, 9, 11. I guess we'll make him a priest. All right, let's just make him a priest. I'm gonna make him a priest of. I'm gonna make him a priest of the Great Imbiber. So he's kind of gonna be one of my big drinker, storyteller kind of guys, and always has he's neutral. And let's see what his background here is, guys. It's a D20. I got a 10, as you can see there. Background 10 is barbarian. So they kicked this little halfling weak ass barbarian out because he's. Oh, I guess I can put deity there. Great imbiber. All right. Get rid of it up there. Let's get a name for him. Let's see, where's the random name table here? Ancestor classes. Random characters. Is that where the names are at? Nope. There it is, character names. That's another D20. 13 under the halfling part. Jenny. Usually I like to have them like first name begin with the last name and have it food oriented when they're a halfling. The first thing that comes up is Jenny Jugs, but that's going to sound like some weird redneck stripper. I can't think of anything. That's stuck in my head now. I can't think of anything else. All right, so let's do, first thing we'll do is we're going to add this stuff. This is the non-exciting stuff, but it is important, and I can do it fairly easy with the little paste and copy. I just copy it off of the ShadowDark book. I think it has weird breaks, so I have to fix those. So then you just push that thing up there, and now you can see it's right there. Stealthy, can be invisible once a day. He can become invisible for 3 rounds. All right, now let's go to the priest, and he's got lots of weapons. Could use. Not going to worry about the languages right now. We'll add the undead part of it. Turn undead. We'll copy the turn undead thing. Copy. And then paste that. And I just kind of delete those strange things there. And then, of course, spell casting and whatnot. He's first level, so he gets 1 talent. So let's do the 2d6 for that. An 8. So I get +1 to, whoops, I forgot to do the turn undead. Label that. And then when I get one of these talents like that, I just put it in the description, and I just put +1 to priest. Oh, my hands are hitting everything but spellcasting. Yeah, I got this weird keyboard that is very unforgiving. So yeah, I got +1 to my spellcasting now. Woo! All right. So, 2 tier 1 spells of your choice from the spell list. Each time you gain a level, you choose a new priest shell. So right now I have 2, plus I have turn undead. So what I do, so the same thing what I was doing with that. We go down to the cleric spell list, and they're just, basically it's just, 6 spells total. One of them's already turn undead, so that we already have. I'm gonna roll 2d6s and see which spells I'm gonna take. I just randomly do that. 2 and a 3, holy weapon and light. All right. So we'll go up here to. So we're gonna go holy weapon, which is based off of wisdom. So I get +1 off of that now. And I have to go down to get the description. So it is spellcasting difficulty is 11. The duration is 5 rounds. And the range is close. That means you can cast it on other folks. There's no damage to this one, but I want to put the description down here. And again, like I said, it has weird sentence breaks. So you cast this on a spell, then weapon becomes like a +1 to attack and damage, which is hopefully helpful. Luckily, oh yeah, and for this, and I forgot I do this too, guys. So when well, I would have failed already. I accidentally pushed that. What I do is I put it equipped, ready to use, and then what? So say, and I get that. I don't know why that red's down there, but when you fail your spell, I'll click that, and that means that the spell's no longer useful. Like if I just would have rolled that. All right, so let's add the next one, and I believe, what was the next one I got? Oh, I forgot already. Oh yeah, I got the light spell, which will be critical. I don't know, maybe the light spell will just basically be, I'll be able to see where I died, and that might be it. So wisdom again, get +1 to the thing, and then it is 1 hour real time, 1 hour real time, and then DCC the cat, or not DCC, that's a different game, and then it's close, and let's get the description here. Oh, and this will be interesting for those who are watching this video. One of the interesting conversations we had the other day about a halfling turning invisible and then maybe having a light spell or a torch. If you're holding a torch or the light source and you cast invisibility, does the light go invisible or is it still there? It was kind of, I didn't really honestly know how to answer that. I kind of go towards yes, it would, because then you'll be able to see the light source. I mean, it's still illuminating that, but I don't know. I don't know how that would work, because from what I understand, invisibility, the light bends around you, but I don't know. I'd like to hear what other people, if they've had that same conversation, if it's something that you guys have run into and discussed, and what's come of it. I haven't really did a lot of research on it. I haven't got on like the ShadowDark Discord or anything like that to see what other people have come up. So, I mean, if you want to put it in the comment, I'd appreciate it. Plus, I like getting comments and hearing what you guys have encountered and everything. And then the last one here is a big whopping, this is the description for Turn Undead. Turn Undead's always one of those weird ones. Sometimes I don't like it, because all it means is like the undead are just running around still. They're just over there. So it means you got to chase the little fuckers down. I don't know if I want to do that. But yeah, you force them to flee, present your holy symbol, which in the Great Imbibers, it's just a tankard. It's a holy tankard. Undead creatures within near of you must make a charisma check versus your spellcasting check. If a creature fails by 10 points plus it is equal to or less than your level, it is destroyed. Otherwise, on a fail, it flees from you for 5 rounds. Which might be very, very helpful in... Oops, I forgot to equip this one. So let's equip that one. Oh, did it again. God, I'd have failed that too, guys. Oh, it's bad. All right, so I got the spells done. Let's do some quick purchasing for them. I am just going to give these guys, let's see, I have my max amount of gear, which is 10 right now. So I'm just going to give Jenny chainmail, which gives her a and I'm gonna give her shield too, because she is not gonna be long for this world. So chainmail shield, that would normally give her a, what is that, a plus, oh, what the heck is that? I think shields give +2, right? Yeah, +2 in chainmail. So 15, but because I have -2, it is a 13. All right. Oh yeah, and I got to do my hit points, and that's a, what is that, a D6 for a priest. Yep, so 1d6, 5 minus 1 is 4. 4, okay, so those are good up here. And then I'll probably get her like some real basic starting equipment, nothing too much. One of the things that I don't really go by for like the priest class, depending on which god you worship, you can depends on which kind of weapons you can use and everything. But I am going to give her the tried and true mace attack, so I'm going to add that into this. So this will be pretty much her only damaging thing, and she's going to have a freaking minus. Oh boy. So yeah, strength, and then that'll be near, and the damage for a mace is 1d6, and I think that's it. That's all you really need. Well, ready to equip. So there you go. So she's got a -1 to hit on her mace attacks. Let's see if she can, I don't know, hit a 12 on her class. Why did it roll 2d6? Oh, maybe if I get a critical? Maybe. 14. Yeah, would have hit, did 2 points of damage. I'll take it. I will take it. That must have been, they rolled that just in case you get a critical. All right, that's it for Jenny, my cleric, my halfling cleric. Let's move her along. She is safe. And I'll probably do some, and then in my off time, I will make sure she gets more equipment and stuff like that. Let's put that one out. Oh, I gotta double click it. There we go. At least it didn't do that crazy shaking thing. All right, character sheet. All right, let's roll up some stats. Okay, strength 11. I haven't rolled one +1 yet, have I? All right, 11. Well, it's better. Still don't have any freaking bonuses, but I'll take it. Oh, what did I get there? Oh, I gotta do that there. Oh God, a 5 Constitution. I got a Weezer. He's got, or what is it, a Lunger. I got a Lunger. An 8 Intelligence. Let's see what we're doing with Wisdom. Oh no, I got my first +1. Woo, Wisdom. Hey, I don't care if I have a whole collection of clerics running through a dungeon. 7. Holy crap. So this guy, I think the other guy was not -6. This guy is -5 total. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. All right, let's see what race this person is. I gotta look up there. Random characters, another D12. 1, so I know that's a human. I'm gonna make this dude a cleric too. I mean, we got a. It's the only thing we got a bonus in, so we're taking it. Cleric. Make it a first level. I'm gonna make him neutral too. Hey, I'm gonna make him a great imbiber too. So why not have a group of them getting drunken, going out on an adventure? Yeah, why not? And let's go into human name thing, character names. That's a D20. Oh, I forgot to do the backgrounds. Oh, I have to remember to do the 3 for human. That is Clara. Boy, it's a bunch of drunk chicks going out and doing some adventuring. Why not? And then her name, or not her name, her background is she was an urchin. All right, that's filled up there. All right, again, let me see. So because she's human, she gets 2 things from the priest, 2 rolls from the priest. Oh, let's add these things here too again. Turn undead. I do this for every character, guys. Just that way I don't have to refer to the book either. I mean, I kind of know it, but every time I think I know it, then I'm like, oh shit, what was that detail? So I could play this game for another couple years and I would still kind of forget about it. So that's there. I don't think really spellcasting. We don't need to worry about that. Deity, don't worry about that. Let's roll her. I don't want to roll her hit points yet. We'll see what her talent was. So we get 2 talents. First one is a 7. So she gets +1 to priest spell casting. Okay. Oops. +1 to priest. Boy, I cannot. Priest spell casting checks. All right. Got that. And her second one is a 8. All right, she gets plus. So we'll modify that. Change that to +2. All right. Whew. That con's going to be a freaking killer. Okay, let's roll. I mean, the minimum she can have is 1 point, so I have to roll a 5 or above to have her get more than 1 hit point. Oh no, I mean, if this was Traveler, she'd already be dead. She would have been dead in character creation. So poor Clara, my drunk cleric, who must have contracted, some horrible disease while she was an urchin, and basically drinking away the pain. And yeah, who knows? All right, well, let's get her spells now. Again, I'm going to roll 2d6 to see what her spells are going to be. She automatically gets 3. I think that's a light again. Let me see here. So she gets light and shield of faith. Okay. All right, so let's add those. All right, light again. I guess it can't hurt. And it's on a wisdom. And this one, she gets +2. And 1, I know that it's 1 real power. And then her DCC is 11. And let me go check out I forgot, I think it's near, but I want to make sure. Like I said, I can't remember these details. Close. See, I was wrong. Close. And I think that's it. We'll equip it. And then we'll put the description in here. Okay, and we are done with that one. And then we'll add Shield of Faith. Oh, I forgot about that one. That one's a good one too. Oops, I'm spelling shield wrong. Spelling everything wrong. Shield of Faith, Wisdom, got +2 with an 11 DCC. Spell duration is 5 rounds. Range is, I think, self. Yep. And then the nice thing about that one, it gives you +2 to armor class. chaos. So as long as you're making it, then it can definitely be a huge benefit for you. All right, cool. Get that one up there. And the last one, of course, is turn undead. I mean, if these girls run into some, if these girls run into some undead, they got a chance. Duration is instant, and DCC is, I keep calling it DCC. And near 11, and here's the description again. Copy, paste, get rid of these crazy sentence breaks. Here we go. I don't know what I did there. Stop doing that. New paragraph. All right, equip, ready to use. Get rid of that. All right. I don't think I would need to do anything else. Again, I'm just gonna give her chainmail, shield, and so that's a 15. She gets no bonus. What I do is I'm gonna put 15 up here, and then when she casts her Shield of Faith, it'll be 17. So I kind of put that slash up there. Let's give her a different weapon than besides a mace. Give her a little something different. Weapons. Let's give her. Well, we'll give her a long sword. Why not? Long sword. Or sword, however you want to say it. I hate that term now, but alright, so let's add in long sword. The only problem with her though is she is a one hit and she is done. No bonuses, no nothing. It's a 1d8 for this. No damage bonuses, nothing like that. And I think it's close range. So, boom. All right. So there we go. We got Clara done. All right. On to the third one. All right. Clara, Jenny. I don't know why, but it kind of sounds like a soccer mom meeting. All right. All right, let's do the stats first. Seven. Oh, guys. Paul's guys. I mean, he didn't roll all that great, but man, they are looking like the freaking Avengers compared to mine. All right. I got another 11, so at least no. So I got 1 minus 2. Come on, high stuff. No, 10. Don't need to touch that one. Wisdom. We're gonna have another freaking cleric, guys. Another cleric. Like I said, I don't care. I'll roll with it. And then 8 for charisma. That's so I had a -6 stat person, a -5 stat person, and now I have a -2 stat person. We're improving. We're improving. So we're gonna go with a cleric. How can we not? I mean, it's the only thing I got a plus in. All right, let's see what the race will be. It's gonna be a 2. I know that's a human. Oh, let's make that 1. Human. And then let's roll for the name. I gotta find the name stuff again. There it is, right underneath there. And I rolled a 16 off a human, and that is Taryn. We're going to make him great and vibrant. Yes, we are. Oh, yeah. We may die, but we won't care. All right. Let's go up to background for Terran and a D20 for that. He's got a 17. A minstrel. How awful. All right. There we go. Minstrel. Oh, forgot the all right, minstrel. There we go. Alignment, going with neutral again. You guys are bored of me making freaking clerics, aren't you? All right, let's go back up to the priest up here. And because he's human again, he gets to, let's do the, I should just freaking copy. Didn't know I was gonna have so many clerics there. But it just duplicated everything. I don't know if I could do that, but jeez. All right. I mean, we are like on the undead force here. We are not messing around. Okay, let's roll some. We get to roll 2 of these talents. 9. Another +1 to spell casting. All right. Plus 1 to. Is it, what do they call it here? Priest, yeah. Priest spell casting checks. All right, got that. Bam. And let's do the second one. Hopefully we get something different. 6. We get +1 now to melee or range attacks. We're going to go with melee attacks. +1 to melee. So I have to remember when I pick out his weapon to add that into there. So that only means to hit, doesn't mean anything to damage. At least that's how I play it anyhow. Okay, let's do spells. Again, so I'm going to randomly roll his spells. A 4 and a 5. So we got, I know one of them's that Holy Armor 1. And Protection from Evil. I don't, see, Protection of Evil, I don't know if I like that spell. Let me read it again. So it says, for the spell's duration, chaotic beings have disadvantaged attack rolls and hostile creature attacks against the target. Oh, you know what? I guess I do. I can't complain about that one. So let's use that one. So protection from evil. For some reason, I was thinking it was something else, but I guess not. Protection from evil. I mean, I'm not a big alignment. I got +1 to spell casting on this. 11. Spell duration is a focus. Okay. And it is close range. So that means you can cast it on other folks. There's no damage, of course. I don't get any damage spells. Copy, paste. But this thing, but in ShadowDark though, I would definitely, why is that doing that? Delete. And then this is the new paragraph here. Now, so what does it do that? Already possessing entity target. When cast on an already possessed target, the possessing entity makes a charisma check versus a spell casting check. On a failure, the entity is expelled. I didn't know that detail. Okay, that's cool. I did not know that. I don't know if there's anything that does that though in ShadowDark. I can't remember. And then what was the other thing? Something Shield of Faith, right? I don't remember seeing any monsters that like possess you, but who knows? +1, and duration is, it was 5 rounds? Yeah, 5 rounds. I think itself is the range. 11 DCC. Ah, DCC. Why do I keep saying that? And let's put that. guess I want to play DCC or something like that. Paste. All right. Check. And then the last one, of course, is turn undead again. Wisdom. Plus 1 for that. Turn undead is near. An instant. Near. And then we just, if I do that, oh, you know what? That'll probably get rid of that annoying little damage roll if I do that. I'll have to go back and change all that on all my non-damaging things. So it'll get rid of the damage roller thing towards it. There we go. And then we save that one. Same thing, chainmail. Let's say they got a stipend for that or something like that. God, he's horrible. Let's do his hit points. D6. Whopping 3. And he's going to have a 15 armor class. /17. So I mean, they're fairly well armored up. So if they can successfully cast that turn undead, they're going to be pretty tough to hit. So that's the only thing that they have going for them. The one thing they don't have going for them is I mean, ranged weapons are non-existent at this point. So that's going to be a critical weakness for them. But boy, I tell you what, if they go up against some undead, they definitely have some advantages there, because you got 3 holy imbibers kind of slamming them with their turning ability. Maybe that was an old Dio song. Holy imbiber. I can't do that. What am I looking for? Oh, weapons. That's what I'm looking for. Let's give him a weapon. Let's see. Let's give him a different weapon than everybody else. I think clerics, or priests don't have really opposition. They say they can club, crossbow. I'm going to give this guy a short bow. Short bows aren't great, but they're definitely due. I'm also going to give him, that way we're not completely hamstrung. And then I'm going to give him a mace too. And then what I'll do up here, I don't know if I have room to do that. Maybe I do. So I have no shield, and then with the spell. All right. And then we have to put some air, put 20 arrows, so I know it takes up a slot there too. I'm not going to be able to carry anything. All right, we'll do the short bow. Short bow, and that's a dex-based one. And I don't have +1 to that. Don't have to worry about that. It's a 1d4 for a short bow, and it's far range. That's it for that. Those are easy to do. And then add mace. That's strength. I do have +1 to that one. And that's near. Or no. I always forget which one's which. Weapon. Starting gear, weapons. There we go. Near is, yeah, it's got to be close. Yeah. Near is like 30 feet away. And that is a 1d6. So he's got that, and that's it for that one. hit? Let's see. I accidentally hit. No, he didn't hit. Oh wait, I gotta go all the way down there. No, I got a 5. Yeah. So, all right. So he's done. All right, one more, guys. I know it's taking a little bit longer than I expected, but yeah, I'm rolling up 4 characters. So, well, it seems like I'm rolling up the same damn character every time. All right, let's get him going. I forgot you got to double click that or it doesn't like to pop out. All right, characters. All right, let's do the 3d6. Let's see if we can get somebody that at least has positive friggin' attribute bonuses. I was looking ugly there for a second. 11. Oh my god, 7. All right. Okay, we got a bonus there. So I guess he's not weak. 7. God. Okay. Guess what, guys? We're finishing up with another cleric. It is going to be the Holy Imbiber Quintet, a 16 plus 3. That's the biggest bonus I've had, so I got to go with it. And then, of course, follows it up with a 5. This is just pathetic. So this one is a -3 combined. All right. Cleric it is. Or I got to make a priest. I keep on wanting to make a priest. All right. Let's see what race it is. 10. What is it? 10. A halfling. All right. Got another. So we got 2 halflings and 2 humans. Halfling. Let's see what her background is. I don't know how you guys do backgrounds, but sometimes, or what I usually do is if a character attempts to do something and they have a background that may help them, I'll give them advantage for it. I'm sure a lot of folks do that, but wasn't sure. Can, you know, I don't know. Or they maybe give them maybe a little extra bonus on something. I don't know. 17 for halfling or background. Ugh. Another minstrel. What the heck? Blech. All right. Great Imbiber. I cannot believe I rolled 4 frickin' priests. What are you gonna do though? All right, let's see what her name is. Character names. Another. And this halfling will be Tilly. This is a soccer mom group. All right. Guess what we get to do again, guys? Get to add all these things up. So let's do the stealthy thing first. Stealthy. And got 2 of them that can become invisible. Copy, paste. Not a bad thing. And then we'll do her priest talent. Let's roll a 2d6. 6 plus 1 to melee or ranged attacks. I'm going to make it melee because her range is awful. So plus 1 to melee attacks. Melee attacks. Alright. Going to be the chainmail. She's going to have a shield. And I'm gonna give her a mace. Give her some bulk there. Alright, so let's see which spell she gets. 2 and Somebody finally got Cure Wounds. I was wondering. This is gonna be, so Cure Wounds and I think Holy Weapon. Alright. Cure Wounds. That's a Wisdom. She doesn't have any bonuses for that. Let me get down here to the spell descriptions again so I can get all of those. Where are you at, Magic? Spells, there you go. Cure Wounds. We'll do the copy here, paste. Alright. And it is instant and close. DC 11 and close. And we don't have to, well, we want to apply this because there's going to be, it's going to be 1d6. So instead of doing damage, so roll a number d6 is equal to 1 plus half your level. So when we become second level, we do 2d, we get to cure 2d6, which makes the spell pretty good pretty quickly, which is definitely what you'll want in this case. Yeah, I didn't get any bonuses to that, but she's already got +3 because she actually, that was a one attribute I rolled very well with. And then what was the other one I got? I think it was, yeah, it was Holy Weapon. And that'll give her even, if she casts that, then that'll make her mace even more nasty. So strength, no, oh, she does get +1 to this. Oh, what am I doing? No, this is the spell. That's the spell, so no, don't do that. So it's Holy Weapon, and then spell duration is, I think, what did they say, 5 rounds. 11 DC to cast, and then it is close. And that is everything. I guess I don't need to do apply damage because there's nothing going on with that one. And then we have our turn undead, of course. Turn undead, wisdom, and then all right, where'd it go? Turn undead. There it is. Oh, that's weird. Something happened with my turn undead. It's like, that was weird. Somehow I moved it on my PDF. I know I could do that. All right. You guys are bored to death if you're still here watching me do this. All right. There's no damage type. And let's see, it is instant and near. DC 11 here. And that's it. I think I'm all caught up with that now. I just have to add the mace now. Mace, strength, +1. And that is close. Apply damage, 1d6. And that's it. I think we're good, guys. And then, like, what I'll do later on, let me see, she's got an 11, so we got 11 slots there. I don't know if I did that with the other ones, if I rolled higher than that, I can't remember now. I'll go back and kind of polish up some of the stuff I missed. But yeah, so there you have it. I've got a quartet of priests. Great and Biber are going to be going into an adventure and everything. One of the things I'm also going to be doing, guys, I'll show you this real quick. I'm going to make, I don't need that anymore. Expand that out. Is they're going to actually have a starting base too. So they're going to have Grey Glen. And the reason why I chose Grey Glen is because Paul couldn't pronounce it the other day. So I'm going to have him do that. So what I'm going to do is probably populate this village a little bit. And I'm going to have some solo tables for the village. So when they come in there, they'll have various things to contend with or events that happen and whatnot. And then we'll probably, and then what I have an intention of doing too is instead of just having maybe one possibility of an adventure, I will have two or three. We'll see. I'm going to have a random table for that too. Still figuring that stuff out. But please stop by again, and we'll get the adventures rolling. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. If you stayed this long, I apologize for all the priests, but what can you do? I mean, I think between all my characters that I rolled up, I have like a negative, 13 full of stats with all of them. So it should be a short adventure. All right, guys, take care and roll better than me, please.